Hey everyone, welcome to Begin with Breath Tai Chi. My name is Dr. Adam Potts, and today we're going to do a 15-minute Tai Chi flow for balance and to prevent falls. So we'll begin with the feet shoulder width apart, and we'll begin to turn from the hips and the waist, letting the hands knock against the lower abdomen and the lower back. This one's called knocking on the door of life. The door of life is an acupressure point in the lower back, so when we knock on that point, it stimulates the energy in the body, and it also helps to release tension from the neck and shoulders. So it's like your arms are empty coat sleeves. All right, and then coming back to stillness, just taking a moment to feel the body. Then the hands float up in front, making two loose fists. The forearms come towards each other as you round the back. And then reverse direction as the arms open, spinal cord breathing. Breathing out as you round the back, breathing in as you open. Like a nice good morning stretch. All right, let's do that once more. Opening the shoulders and chest, and then the arms float down, the palms face up. The hands float up the midline, one hand pushes up, the other pushes down. Connecting above and below. Other side, keeping the spine neutral at first. And then if you want, you can do a side bend, but always easing in, never forcing it. One more time to the other side. And then from here, both hands float all the way up and over, the hands float down. This time the hands float up to about shoulder height. Then the arms get heavy floating down, the knees and hips soften, opening the door. Let's do that once more. Nice gentle movement. Now this time as the hands float up, you can come on the balls of your feet, lifting the heels. Then as you come down, lifting the toes. Rising up, coming on the balls of the feet, strengthening the ankles for balance, lifting the toes, just a subtle weight shift. One more time, opening the door. Then this time the hands float up in front, shift your weight to one side, the hands draw in towards the heart. Step out to the corner as you push, pushing the mountain. Breathing in as you draw in, breathing out. And as always, you can take as many breaths as you need, as long as you're breathing. All right, this time the palms face towards each other. Hands come right to the corner, then the palms face away from each other, and then open, big open, circling around, scooping under, and then back to the corner. Parting the clouds. Opening the shoulders. This time the front foot steps back in, the hands come back towards the heart. Shift the weight, and then we'll go to the other corner as you push. Once again, taking your time, nice and easy, nowhere to go. Can you be here now? This time the palms face towards each other, the hands come to the corner, then the palms face away from each other, they open, circling out and around, scooping under, and then back to the front, parting the clouds. See if you can feel the air between the fingers, bringing mindfulness to your body. And then from here, step the front foot back in, hug the big tree, rounding out, soften. This time the hands draw in towards the heart. And then we'll push to one side, leaning to that same side. The hands come back to center, and we'll lean to the other side. The dragon stretches its tail. All right, this time as you push out to the side, step the foot out to the side the other way. Then step the foot back in, other way. Challenging the balance side to side. Now this time we'll go forward, tapping the toes in front. Still stretching the tail, tapping the toe right out in front. Doesn't have to be far. And then this time we'll go behind. Other side, tapping behind. And then you can keep tapping behind, or if you want, you can try to cross the leg behind, diagonal. All right, let's do one more. Crossing the leg behind, and then hug the tree, rounding out and soften. The arms open up wide, the fingertips drift towards each other, the hands float down. Drifting over to one side, and then drifting over to the other. Like tall grass in the breeze. Nice gentle sway. And then come over to one side, tap the heel in front. Bring it back in. Other side, tap the heel like you're testing out the waters. This time the hand comes over the foot as you tap the heel. Other side, hand over the foot. All right, this time hand over the foot, other hand over the knee, playing the pipa, the Chinese guitar. Other side, breathing, feeling the sensations. It's not so much how it looks, but how it feels. All right, one more time. Playing the pipa. And then step the foot back in, hug the tree, and then you can step the foot out a little bit wider, either foot, and then breathe in, open, breathing out, the fingertips drift towards each other, the hands float down. We'll drift the hands over to one side. This time it comes up a little higher. And then over to the other, to about shoulder height. All right, this time one hand makes an arrow, the other draws the bow, and then softening the hips and knees. Rising up. Release the bow, we'll go to the other side, the archer. One hand makes an arrow, the other draws the bow, softening down. All right, let's do it all together. Draw the bow as you soften down. The archer. And you don't have to go very low, it's meeting yourself where you're at. One more time. And then circle around, hug the big tree. You can step the foot in a little bit closer. Breathing in, open. Breathing out, the fingertips drift towards each other, the hands float down. This time the arms float out to the sides like you're spreading your wings. And then step one foot in, coming on the ball of the foot, if that works for you. Once again, like a beautiful bird soaring through the sky, the crane. And then if you want, you can lift the leg right up in front. Touching down is needed. And then finally, the arms can come up and over just as much as you can, and then stepping down. We'll do that on the other side. Just the arms at first. The crane. Keeping the toe down or lifting it. Bringing this sense of curiosity, letting go of judgment. It's just how it is. Reaching up one last time, coming down to center. The hands float down. The arms float out one more time. This time the backs of the hands face each other as they come up the midline of the body and then floating down, the fountain. Just connecting with this flowing water element, feeling soft but powerful. All right, now this time the fingertips point up towards the sky. They float all the way up and over. The hands spiral away from each other. Silk railing, spiraling the energy, circulating energy and blood flow throughout the whole body. One more time, silk railing. This time, circle in front, hug the tree, rounding out, soften. The arms open up wide. Then this hand here scoops under, step in as you catch the moon. The top hand goes behind the back. We'll step out to the corner. As you step out, the bottom hand tosses the moon right off into the sky. Circle it back around. Toss away, as if you could toss the moon. This time the other hand comes back on top, catch the moon. The bottom hand tosses away, the other hand pushes down, parting the wild horse's mane. Do that again. As always, don't worry about getting it perfect. Just keep on moving. One more time. All right, this time we'll catch the moon. We'll spin the moon and look behind, making 2 loose fists, one fist overhead, the other by the abdomen, gentle rotation, and then coming back to center, catch the moon, and then spin the moon, 2 loose fists, look behind. One more time, riding the tiger. Parting the horse's mane, one more time on this side, tossing away just to keep the energy flowing. Then step the front foot back in, hug the tree, rounding out and soften. The arms open, this hand scoops under, step in as you catch the moon, we'll go to the other corner. Bottom hand tosses away, the other hand stays behind. Parting the wild horse's mane, creating tranquility out of chaos. It's like we're combing the knots right out of the horse's mane. All right, one more time. All right, this time we'll catch the moon and then spin the moon and look behind. 2 loose fists, one overhead, one by the abdomen, and then come back to center, catch the moon. Riding the tiger. Gentle rotation. Once again, never forcing it, just always easing in. Let's do that once more. And then parting the horse's mane one last time. Step the foot back in, hug the big tree, rounding out and soften. Breathing in, the arms open. Breathing out, the fingertips drift towards each other, the hands float down. Drifting over to one side, the hands float up. Back to our gentle sway. Quite a swaying mood today. All right, this time, this hand here scoops down and comes right out in front to eye level. And the hands float down. We'll do that again. Same side, just the arm at first. All right, now this time if you want, you can lift the leg on the same side as the leg coming up. Touching down as needed. Stepping back down, hands float down. Keeping the toe down, or you can lift it. The rooster stands on one leg. All right, one more time. Breathing in, breathing out. All right, this time the hands float over to the other side. The hands float up. And then this hand scoops down, comes right out in front. The hands float down. Let's do that again, same side, just the arms. All right, this time you can lift the leg if you want. The elbow right over the thigh. Touching down if needed. Keeping the toe down or lifting up. One more time, the rooster stands on one leg. Then circling in front, hugging the tree, rounding out and soften. The arms open up wide, the hands float down, crossing the wrists. The hands float up. We'll do that again, it's called crossing hands. Just nice and gentle, sinking down just a little bit and rising up. One more time. And this time we'll make a diamond shape with the hands right in front of the heart and then press out, sending out all your loving kindness out to the world. May all beings be free from suffering. May they be happy. May they be healthy. May they live with ease. And then turning your palms to face yourself, the hands come to the heart. May I be kind to myself. May I feel connected with all beings. May I love myself just as I am. Then the hands can float down to the sides. The feet can step together. And we can finish with a bow. Thank you so much for joining me for this Tai Chi Flow. Let me know in the comments how that felt for you.